That's news to me. That's news to me. That's news.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Workman. I am the man of constant hatred.
I'm Manny Classic, and we're here with a Drinking Age Extra. Breaking news. Apparently, there's a shakeup at DC Entertainment.
Whole lot of shaking going on.
That's right.
It seems that producer and head writer Geoff Johns is leaving DC Extended Universe as the producer. He's going to stay on as a creative role, writing and doing other things. But it looks like comic creator Jim Lee, who of course was part of the original Image team, that created Image Comics, and is an artist for DC often, including the criminally underrated All-Star Batman, is going to be taking the position.
Yeah, so Johns, up until this point, was the DCE, or DC Entertainment President and Chief Creative Officer, having a title that absolutely means nothing when you work with nothing but creative people. He is stepping down, apparently, to move exclusively to a writer-producer deal with them, as well as launching his own production company called Mad Ghost Production, that apparently has its hand in film, TV, and comic books, as well as reimagining current DC properties. So DC's a big fan of hard reboots.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the comic book industry is, but DC tends to actually have payoffs to their reboot as opposed to having their reboot just launch into another reboot.
Right.
So yeah, Johns has been in this position for quite a bit of time, and with him stepping down, like you said, puts Jim Lee in the CCO position, which apparently he is taking. He's only kind of taking half measures because he'll still be part of the creative office publishing team with him and Dan DiDio. They've been in that role since 2010.
Yeah, Dan DiDio been around for a long time at DC.
Yeah. It seems like a really shocking move, given the fact that DC's been in turmoil.
Yeah.
Especially in their entertainment live-action side. Their animated features have been brilliant for a number of years now.
Yeah, the fact that they're rolling on a couple of different universes with that makes them really interesting watches. So you get like the Justice League Dark Universe, and you get the ones where Kevin Conroy is still Batman.
You get Flashpoint, which is brilliant. Mm-hmm. They just did Batman Ninja, which gives you an anime version of the characters you know and love.
Yeah.
They've been really successful in their animation side, but it's the exception of Wonder Woman been critically lackluster for their live action.
Yeah, because honestly at this point we've been given Man of Steel, which is a film I really like. I understand its problems though. You get Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, and of course Justice League. So this is the entire universe we've been given so far. We're getting Aquaman later this year,
that's right,
which Johns had a hand in creating the story. We'll be getting Wonder Woman 2, which he's also part of the script writing team on that. And eventually we're going to be getting the Green Lantern Corps, which Geoff Johns is still writing as well.
Yeah.
So he's still, like I said, he's still in a big creative position. He just won't be in a producing and pretty much show running position the way that Kevin Feige is for and has been for Marvel.
Right. But this comes in the wake of last week where Diane Nelson, who was their DC Entertainment president, stepped down, which was the day before the judge's decision, the day before the judge's announced decision, because I don't think that decision's come out yet, between the antitrust trial with AT&T and Time Warner attempting to merge, with Time Warner owning both Warner Brothers and DC.
Right.
DC-wise, though, this puts Jim Lee into a position of power, leading to some kind of comic book diversity with him and Walter Hamada, both being in high-ranking places. Hamada took over in January. He was announced president by Toby Emmerich. I don't know if that's any relation to Roland Emmerich, but I don't know how many Emmerichs there are.
Right.
So yeah, under Geoff Johns' watch, It's only really the films that have been bad. Their TV series have been phenomenal. Supergirl, Black Lightning, Flash.
The whole Arrowverse, and then Black Lightning, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're entertaining. They're nice bite-sized morsels you get every week or so, and they have a really good through line.
Yeah.
And they know when team-ups work and when they don't, so they don't really rush the team-ups the way that, Batman v Superman and Justice League were kind of rushed. But that's kind of the danger you get by putting Zack Snyder in charge of your universe.
That's right.
Zack Snyder, you're a fine filmmaker. Sometimes I feel like kind of like Michael Bay, you just need to be told no every now and then.
We know Johns has his hands in a couple other things besides stuff Paul's already mentioned. Apparently he wrote an episode of the Titans live-action series that's supposed to be debuting on the Warner Brothers streaming service called Doom Patrol, which that in and of itself apparently splits into a 13-episode original series for Doom Patrol.
Which, if you're not familiar with Doom Patrol, is pretty much the X-Men that came out 3 months before the X-Men existed.
That's right.
So the X-Men is just a rip-off of Doom Patrol.
If you only know about Teen Titans, then Beast Boy was a member of Doom Patrol, and he's their kind of link through as to how you get both. He's also working on a new Shazam series, which is slated to come out, I think it's September.
Which I'm really interested in because, of course, we're also getting the Shazam movie starring Zachary Levi, a film that I'm rather excited about because Shazam's probably one of my top 5 favorite characters of all time. I think there's a lot to play with a 13-year-old boy that turns into a grown man.
Yeah, Johns is also doing a personally anticipated comic called Three Jokers, which seems like it'll be the conclusion to Batman's adventure on the Mobius chair when he became a new god and was instructed the fact there were multiple Jokers. But DiDio and Stan Lee have heralded this move because they feel that Jeff Johns was constricted by having to go to board meetings and sit in and other things like that, being one of the most kind of prolific and creative writers/artists in DC's roster, for them to give him effectively half his time just sitting in a room somewhere.
Yeah, as much as he's had a hand in shaping the DC comic universe in the last decade plus, it was kind of a real shame to see him get hampered this way. I mean, you get him, Grant Morrison, doing a lot of the Superman stuff. These are great writers that taking them out of play kind of hurts DC overall. So I'm kind of excited to see where he goes. I was kind of excited to see what he was going to do as a producer, the way that Jeff Loeb has kind of shaped the Marvel TV universe. Mm-hmm. So I guess we'll see. I think Jim Lee's a great choice. I think he's an amazing artist, a good storyteller. We're going to see.
Yeah. I believe that as well. He's had a pretty fair run of things that I've enjoyed pretty much from my late teenage years to today, so...
Yep. So what do you think of this move? Are you excited for Jeff Johns stepping down? Are you really sad? I mean, obviously we've given our thoughts, so leave a comment down below and let us know. Yeah.
Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You can follow us on various forms of social media here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. You can follow us at patreon.com/drinkingagemovies if you'd like to throw some money our way to see some more original content, kind of like what we're doing now, scripted content. Also poke around the channel, see what we've done before.
Yeah. And as always, have a damn fine day.